hey. And I'm like, hi, you should make out with me. And that's about how much game this man had. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Indigo, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a collab today. This is my friend Hunter. She has herself a budding YouTube channel.
Trying.
So we're both filming a video together, and then, but yeah, we're making videos together. It's gonna be great. On my channel, which is this video, we tell us some stories. I think, you wanna do the dating one?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, so we gonna do some terrible date stories. Just jump right into it. Once upon a time, it was last summer. It's so funny because the last story that I put up, I guess also would have kind of counted as a terrible date, and it also happened last summer. This was my single summer, like the first single summer I've ever had, so we got up to some shenanigans.
We got through it.
So this dude hits me up. I had known him in high school. We kind of had like talked in high school. We had like a bit of a history, but like not very much. Like not very much at all. We had hung out in a group, and then we had hung out by ourselves for a couple times, and we like Snapchatted, you know, like exactly how all those high school like talking stages are. So he hits me up, and he, like out of nowhere also, out of the blue on Twitter, and he's like, wow, like I just can't stop thinking about you, like you were the one, you're the one that got away, like I can't even look at other women just because I'm always thinking about you. Like I'll insert screenshots, like I still have those screenshots like, of him being crazy. Cause like, I don't know when these men are gonna figure it out, but like, I ain't shit. I don't know what y'all be seeing, but like, I ain't shit. But anyway, so I'm like, okay dude, like let's go on a date, sure, whatever. So he picks me up, and I'm a little bit nervous, and I really don't smoke weed anymore, but at the time I had like a dab pen, so I was like, well, I'm nervous, I'm gonna get a little high, just, you know, to loosen up for this date. So he picks me up, and he's running late, and I'm like, oh, so like, why did you come late, you know? And he's like, oh, I got pulled over. And I'm like, and I don't really think this, it's just, you know, trendy, I don't know, but I'm like, oh yeah, like fuck the police, that's so stupid, like I bet it was no good reason, like, you know, talking shit. And he's like, so then the conversation continues. She knows what's gonna happen, that's why she's laughing. So then, you know, we continue conversing, and we're listening to music, blah blah. It's about 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, so what are you doing with your life right now? And he said,
I just enrolled in the police academy.
Yike.
Great, wonderful. Like, and also, between this time when he told me, I was like, hey, you want to hit my dab pen? And he was like, oh, no thank you. It's because he wanted to be a cop, so. Yeah, the rest of the day was
match made in heaven.
Awful, just
sure.
Awful. We went to like a diner, and I'm thinking, I'm like, can I get my sister to come get me? Like, can I get her to call me? Like, how can I get out of this? And then I just feel bad because I can tell he's trying so hard to like make it good, you know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay. So, you know, we go, and then we're driving back to my house, I assume. Like, we're driving towards my house, and we drive past a bowling alley, and he's like, hey, you wanna go bowling? And I'm like, yeah! Let's go bowling at 2 in the afternoon. This is awful. So we bowl a game. I won. I'm pretty sure he...
Alright, I was like, did you win though? Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure he let me win, but that was... Honestly, that was better than the other bad one that I will have after this, but that was the like least worst date. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have like a few bad dating stories because I was in like a long-term relationship like in high school, and then like I got into another long-term right after that, and so then like
same.
Hey, can't be alone, it's fine.
You're like, I need validation all of the time.
Yeah, so then like after that ended, it was like, that was my first time being single since high school, and if you don't know, the dating scene has changed since 2010.
Oh yeah.
So, so I was trying the Tinder thing, I was trying the Bumble thing. By the way, I'm now blocked on Tinder, or banned, because that's who I am as a person.
All we want is money.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah, I had my job as Venmo me and see what happens, and apparently that's against their guidelines, even though it was a joke. I was talking to this girl for a little bit, and she was like really insistent on us hanging out. She was really nice, so I was like, okay, you're not really my type, but like I'm not shallow, like I'll give you a chance, whatever.
Yeah.
She lived really far away though. It was like a 45-minute drive from my house, and she
Like in the middle of nowhere. We live in
Yes.
Wichita, and 45 minutes in any direction is like
that's too much effort.
also
That's,
non-existent. It's like this town has 60 people.
yeah, I just remember it being like a really long drive, and I think like my car wasn't working then, or like I had just gotten in a wreck, so then like I didn't have my car, and I was like, oh well, sorry, like I don't want to make you drive all the way to me, like that's kind of shitty. And she's like, oh, I'll just come pick you up, and I'm like, that's a lot of commitment, because you know that if like they come pick you up, you're not in charge of when you get to leave.
Oh, you stuck with them.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool. So we're in the car, and it's like the cringiest date I've ever been on. She's like the sweetest sweet pea, but it's like the cringiest thing ever. She's not only younger than me, which is normally not a problem, but sometimes there's just like a gap in ages, and I'm like,
Well, and especially like with girls.
and she's just a really big fan of like Skrillex, and she's a very big vapor, like Vape God Nation, and I'm like, oh no, I make fun of people like you on Twitter all the time, I'm so sorry. So I'm just like sitting there like listening to all this music I don't listen to, driving into the night. We get to the house, and it's just very awkward and quiet, and then we like go watch a movie, and it's conveniently we watched like the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie that's on Netflix right now, like the kids movie, like that's what we decided to watch. And I was just like, all right,
I'm just
we're
here.
we're just here, we're thriving, we're getting through it. And I think she really just wanted me to spend the night, 'cause she was like, okay, like it's really late, like and I'm like,
Well, because like for her, not only does she have to drive you home, but she has to drive back too.
exactly. And I'm just like, I hate to make you do this, but I'm just not feeling it, bro. Like I just really want to go home. So then I had to have a 45-minute drive all the way home.
And is she just like
And-
over there being like, wow, I can't believe you want to go home? Like,
Kinda, yeah, like, and it was just like, I could tell that she really, really liked me, and it was just like, we were not on the same page, and I was just like, I don't know how to have this conversation, because I'm too nice to say that I don't like someone.
I'm gonna
so-
text you when I get home.
Yeah, but it was just like a really long, drawn out evening of me being like stuck in the middle of nowhere, talking about like nonsense, and it was just a very...
not what we were wanting.
I just don't like dating in general, and we're just gonna add that to why, because like I just hate not being in control, and
Oh, yes, I hate going
And
anywhere without my car.
Exactly.
Also, like, can't call an Uber because, like,
I'm not paying $100 to get home.
also, but like, even would they come? Like,
Nope.
they don't even come to some places like
yeah,
that. Like,
no, but yeah, it was just not only boring, but it was awkward, because like she's trying to hold my hand and stuff, and I'm just like, okay. But she's a lovely person, and she's apparently in a relationship now, so things happen for a reason. Yay. Yeah, I'm
just
still
like-
single though, so hey.
New framing. Okay, anyway, so I got another one. So this one happened when I was like 19. When I was 16, my high school boyfriend and I broke up. We broke up like 7 times in our 4-year
Do you think that was maybe
relationship. I'm a Libra, and we hold on to relationships for way too long.
You latch
like
on. You
unhealthy,
latch on.
toxic relationships. I'm like, let me fix you.
Well, I mean, at
And-
least you know. At
Yeah,
least you're aware.
yeah. It doesn't though, you know. Let me set the scene. I'm 16.
Okay.
Just broke up with my boyfriend.
In our prime.
Dismally depressed. Literally want to die because like all of my, I don't know. If I could go back, I would just shake my. He wasn't shit, man. Like I was so depressed about my ex-boyfriend, but like he wasn't and still is not shit. But like hope you're doing well with your new girlfriend. But like
Men are
also
trash.
like still hack my YouTube channel. So we're on a break, okay, and by this I mean like it's the most dramatic, like literally like blocked. Like my parents are like, you're never allowed to see him. He's like in a different city. Like it's the end in my mind. But like little did I know would we get back together for 3 more years. But anyway, so I've been Snapchatting this guy. His name, okay, so he had like a Mexican name, so we're not gonna say what the actual name was, but like we'll call him like.
Should you maybe say Hispanic? Would that be more appropriate?
He had a Hispanic name.
thought I just like slide out and just
Thanks
like,
for looking out.
That
Thanks
might
for
be
looking
that
out.
might be better. So
Well, I mean, he was Mexican, but yes, it was a Hispanic name.
Yep.
But we won't say his actual name. We'll call him Jesus. Jesus is he's Snapchatting me, and I'm like, all right, like, I like attention. Like, at this point, I, like, was slowly transitioning out of being a toe. Like, I literally was disgusting in middle school, you know, and disgusting my freshman year.
You were in the process of glowing.
Yes. Wow, boys are giving me attention. Like, boys have never given me attention before. And he's like, oh, you want to hang out? Like, we can go smoke. Because, you know, smoking weed was, like, the cool shit to do in high school. Like I said, I don't really do that in my life anymore. I wish that I could, but it gives me anxiety. So, we go to this, like, smoking spot that, like, everybody in my town knew. I don't know if everybody did, but, like, my group, that was, like, the smoking spot. It was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. But, like, because we were, like, the cool stoners. Watch, like, the cool kids from my high school see this and be like, you were not shit. But, like, I was a cool stoner, okay? I wasn't a cool kid. I was, like, a cool stoner.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go to the smoking spot and we, like, loading up a bowl or whatever, and so he gets like a call and he answers the phone. I'm in the passenger seat and he has it to his ear and I can hear like every word. It's this lady just screaming at him in Spanish. I think basically he was like, no, it's fine, but he's like talking really calmly back to her, and then at one point he just like hangs up and I'm like, is everything okay? Like,
do you maybe need to like go home, take care of something? Like, is there a problem?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I'm just like not supposed to have this car. Watch, that's a debt collection agency. I'm like, is everything okay? Do you need to go home? And he's like, nah, I'm just like not supposed to have this car. Like, I just took my dad's car without permission. And I'm like,
boy, what?
Okay, so whatever.
I mean, he's dedicated to the titties then. Like, he's dedicated to getting some
action.
Yeah, like he's like, this girl's cute, I'm stealing my dad's car. And wait, and so he's smoking weed in his dad's car.
Stole his dad's car, smoking weed in his dad's car. Also, he worked at McDonald's and it smelled like a mixture of like McDonald's and weed. But it's fine, you know.
That's like the cologne of like men. Like,
yeah,
that's like
just quality
like,
men.
You like that just goes past
like,
you and you're like, oh shit.
I think in his head he was like, well, I'm fucked when I get home anyway, so might as well stay out another hour and fucking enjoy myself. So we smoke our weeds, you know, we do the devil's lettuce, and so we're like, and he looks over at me, hey, and I'm like, hi, you should make out with me. And that's about how much game this man had. Just, you know, just, hey,
Not
please.
even like the
Just
arm.
nothing.
No, like just the, hey,
not even like a hand on the, just, you
wanna
should make
smush
out with
faces?
me.
You want to smush faces?
You wanna just like, okay, and so obviously he wanted that really, really bad, and like, I'm a people pleaser, okay, and so it just happened, okay.
No means no. Don't give in to men. Don't give in to peer pressure.
Learn from my mistakes.
Want to make out? Consent is key. It's not worth it. And plus, you already got the weed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think I brought the weed.
You got nothing out of this exchange.
I got a story for YouTube. Long story short, I'm like, oh, this poor kid. Okay, well, he's probably never gonna see the light of day when he gets home. I'll just make out with him. So I do.
And you want attention.
I've made out with like a couple people in my day, okay? You know, I've been around the block.
She's hooked tongues with people. It's fine.
Literally the worst person I've ever made out with ever in my life. Like, I don't know what was wrong with him, but like, it was so bad. It was like making out with a toad. Like, something was bumpy that wasn't supposed to be bumpy, and I just was like, and literally like connect, and then he's like, I need to get your shirt off, I need to get your shirt off, and like literally my shirt is like this, like over my head, and I'm like, I need to go home. So he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, take me home. He kind of sits there for a second and he's like, I think I'm too high to drive. And I'm like, we smoked one bowl. Like, bro, if you don't smoke weed, like, that's totally cool, but don't act like you do and then be like,
well, and it's one of those things, like, if you're like the driver, you know your limits. Like, you have to make it home.
well, yeah, and you gotta be responsible.
Any substances, you have to be like responsible with what you're doing and know your limits, because otherwise it's just like irresponsible.
And I do want to have the disclaimer, like, you shouldn't drive high, you shouldn't drive on drugs at all, ever, you know, it's all bad. But like, I was 16 and I was trying to hang out with a boy. But anyway, I've made so many more questionable decisions than that, but for my impressionable viewers, don't do drugs and drive.
Yes.
If you're gonna do drugs, just don't operate heavy machinery.
The Dare website link will be in the description below.
He's like, will you drive? And I'm like, yes, I will fucking drive. So we switch seats. We're driving back into town, and the little like fuel light comes on. Like, oh, you're low on gas. And I'm like, oh, we should probably get some gas. And he's like, oh yeah. So I pull into a Quick Trip, and again, he kind of just like sits there for a second, and he's like, do you know how to pump gas? And I'm like, boy, yeah, I know how to pump gas. I'm surprised he wasn't like, do you have money? But he like gave me a 10, and I was like,
thank God.
Literally like all the way into Quick Trip, like literally like, can I get 10 on 1? Goes back, pumps it, and then I got home and I blocked his number. And we never talked again.
Stop.
That's what I did the last one. I don't know if I mentioned that, but like when I got home from the last one, I also blocked his number and we never talked again.
It's the move. It's honestly the move.
I'm just incredibly non-confrontational. Have you ever heard of a manic pixie dream girl?
Yes.
What I've noticed is I tend to be people's manic pixie dream girls. Like I come in, fuck shit up, they learn, and then I leave. Or they leave. Somebody leaves.
Shit. Did you just come for my brand? I didn't know that was my brand. Am I a manic pixie?
We all
Where's my Scott Pilgrim?
Alright, well, on that note, I think that's all of our stories we have for you today. On Hunter's channel, we're gonna be doing some fashion-y things.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some styling and challenging stuff.
So that'll be the first link below. Go click that link, subscribe to her. She cute as hell. But also subscribe to me because I'm cute too. Like and comment and turn on that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. And I think that's it. I hope you're all having a wonderful day where you are. I love you. Bye.
Oh.
She makes me a lot more dateable than me.
Girl, I don't need the shade right now.
Like, oh, that's not what I wanted.
Opposite direction. There we go.
We're like, fuck this place, and they walked away. Yeah. Where was I?
Phone call just ended.
Well, yeah. Oh, the phone call in the story. Yeah, I was like, it's getting pretty late. I just need to go home. So, gotta hit him with the bye.
Bye.